What's up, guys? Welcome to the first ever episode of the Horror and Gore Horror Movie Podcast. It's your host, Dakota, here. So I got two special guests on. These two guys are my wonderful friends from Horror Talk, and they're 2/3 of the House of Ghouls Horror Podcast. They're Colby Does Horror and VanGhoul. How you guys doing?
I'm doing awesome, man.
Doing good.
Thanks for having us for number one.
Yeah, I didn't know this was a new podcast. I thought it was your Cinema Boys podcast, so I'm honored to be number one, especially here with my brother Ian.
I mentioned to you a couple weeks ago that I was going to start one, but I was just trying to find the perfect area point to start it up. I thought right now, heading into September, it's the perfect time.
Hell yeah, dude. I love it. I'm excited.
But introduce yourself, guys, wherever you can find yourselves on social medias. Let's go with Ian first.
Ian VanGhoul. You can find me at Ian VanGhoul pretty much anywhere. But yeah, talk horror movies, do I guess reviews if you call it that, but more so just trying to get the word out about movies and have a good time doing it. So yeah, any kind of horror movie review content, anything like that. But yeah, Ian VanGhoul, and then our podcast, House of Ghouls Horror Movie Podcast, you can find everywhere as well.
Okay, Colby.
You can primarily find me on MySpace at Colby Does Horror. I'm just kidding. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and actually, yeah, I'm only on Instagram and TikTok. I have like my personal Facebook, but I barely go on that. But yeah, Colby Does Horror on everything, and then obviously you can find the House of Ghouls on all streaming platforms as well for our podcast.
By the way, I just want to say, Colby, early happy birthday, because I know your birthday's very soon. And Ian, congratulations on all those followers, that goal you had, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah.
And Colby,
it's exciting.
How close are you to 40K on Instagram?
I think like 500 away.
Shit, how are you doing this, man?
I don't know. I don't know. If I knew, I would tell all my friends my secrets. It's just, honestly, it's just luck and hitting the right algorithm at the right time.
And also, like, Taylor has 10.2K now, I saw.
Yeah, Taylor hit 10K last night.
So let's get right into it, guys. Before we get discuss what the episode is today, what movies have you guys seen this week? So, Colby, I'm going to let you go first. If you can say any of the movies since we done the Cinematic Boys episode.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm pulling up my thing right now. So I watched one that I can't talk about right now until I think next week or the week after. But the ones that I that like really stood out to me that I watched last night, I watched one called Excision. That was one of the most beautiful but fucked up coming of age stories that I've ever seen. Because last night we did an episode of movies that made us not cry, but like just destroyed us mentally or emotionally. And I was the only one who had never seen Excision. So they like made me watch it right after the pod. And I was not disappointed. So besides that, the only other big one that stood out to me was Tragedy Girls, which I've watched like 3 or 4 times, and I love that movie.
I definitely need to watch it after you made your TikTok video on that.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty much the ones that stood out for this past week.
Ian, what about you?
I watched a few. Watch some every day, but the few that stand out as far as like a brand new one, Strange Darling. Saw that last weekend. It's my favorite movie of the year. So anyone who hasn't seen it, go fucking see it. As far as the ones in the past few days, I've watched Mayhem. I finally watched that. That fucking slapped.
Mayhem, right?
Yeah. Strange Thing About the Johnsons.
Oh,
that was an experience. Really well made. Hated the subject matter, but it's a 30-minute short from Ari Aster. So if you're a fan of Hereditary or Midsommar, any of his work, definitely check that out. And then the one from yesterday was The Eyes of My Mother, which is a black and white movie from a few years back. I forget exactly what year, but it was just really beautifully shot. Some pretty disturbing content, but I don't know. It all worked, and I really loved it.
Okay. So I'm gonna just go through everything, but I'm gonna just like pick the main ones though, like you guys. So of course I rewatched most of the Alien movies since me and Colby talked leading up to Romulus. Then I watched Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I fucking love that movie.
It's so good.
Banger.
Milk and Cereal. Oh,
Banger.
that movie is so good. I'm glad Corey Barker finally got a studio behind him to make a movie now. And then I finally watched Terrifier 1 and 2.
Oh, finally. What'd you think?
Terrifier 1, it's not that bad. Everyone overhates on that movie. Terrifier 2 fucking rips.
That's so good.
The only thing with this is the time length. If it was a little bit shorter, it would have been the 5 out of 5. But that time length is the only problem. I can't wait for Terrifier 3. We will talk about that later, though. I finally watched Long Legs. Ooh.
What'd you think?
Oh, I fucking love that movie. That's our movie of the year. And we can go that into a little bit later on.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say Taylor is just simply wrong. That's it.
Hey, Colby, can I tell you something?
Yes.
Your Heath Ledger take?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You don't think so?
No. Heath
Well, I do.
Ledger's a one of a kind.
So is Nicolas Cage's long legs.
I just wish he had longer legs. That's all.
I know. I was waiting for someone with like super long legs, but I saw it in Romulus.
Yeah, true.
Oh, speaking of that, I watched Alien Romulus.
What'd you think of that?
It's not that bad. The third act, I got spoiled on because of TikTok. So it didn't hit with me that well. The first 2/3 of that movie reminds me so much of Alien and Aliens, and that's why I love. I'm definitely going to rewatch it because my theater is not shown anymore, so I'm gonna wait for it on digital. So hopefully it bumps up. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. And I watched Better Watch Out. Good holiday home invasion movie.
Mm-hmm.
The twist on that, I didn't even expect the twist.
Right? Yeah, that was wild.
Then I watched Christine for the first time. John Carpenter is a fucking legend. And I know Blumhouse is remaking it. Please don't fuck it up.
Fuck
what, Christine?
Blumhouse.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's like a really shitty car or something.
What if it's like an AI car? That would be the dumbest shit ever.
I hope it's like an 89 Beretta.
I was thinking like a Volkswagen Bug. Like a smart car.
Fucking Herbie fully loaded.
Yeah.
But now he's fully pissed.
Fully loaded more ways than one.
Then I finally watched Afraid, the newest Blumhouse movie. I'm the only one.
Yeah, you're the only one I saw all day. 600 reviews. Dakota's the only one with a positive review, and I respect that.
I do respect that.
It's better than Imaginary and Night Swim.
Did you guys see the new trailer for the Peter Pan movie today?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck me, dude. That is gonna be so good.
Yeah, let's just get right into that real quick because I'm done with my watches. I have never seen Inside.
Okay.
Now I kind of want to watch Inside because that trailer, last 30 seconds, fucking brutal as hell.
Yeah, it's given me like it. I got Pennywise It vibes right in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
And then I got the Black Phone vibes.
Yes.
And then I've heard a lot of people saying it's very similar to Inside.
The bus scene was given TCM 2022 vibes also.
Yes, that too, but with children.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so creepy.
That's the only thing I'm worried about because that was my complaint with Blood and Honey 2 was that it was too on the nose with what they were referencing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping they don't go that route with Peter Pan where every like good scene is just essentially a ripoff of something that we've seen before. But I mean, judging by that trailer though, it looks sick. So I'm fingers crossed. I'm hoping it's a fun time.
Another thing I heard. Oh, Go ahead.
Oh no, you can go, Kobe.
What is it just called? Like pixie dust or fairy dust that they use in Peter Pan? What is that called?
It's just pixie dust.
Pixie dust, yeah.
So I've heard the pixie dust in this one is heroin.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how they didn't show Tinkerbell at all.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm curious if there's gonna be a Captain Hook also.
Oh yeah, because they show what was the picture of it, the Russian sleep experiment in the poster. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna make Captain Hook look like that.
I don't know. I don't remember.
The two things I want from this movie is one, to be very brutal as it's advertised and really good, better than Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, and two, I want to see how this is connected a little bit. Not too much like a Marvel thing right now, but like a little tease.
Mm-hmm.
But,
it's like I think they're doing like when they first started Marvel, like Iron Man, then the Hulk, how they're just gonna do like the origin stories, and then they're gonna bring them all together, which I'm cool with.
Yeah, I can see them doing like an after credits scene. That's kind of a hint, like pretty much exactly what Marvel did when they first started out with those.
Right.
I can see that.
Because we got Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, which is dog shit. My worst horror movie of all time. Don't watch that shit at all.
I love that movie.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, fucking so good. He about to spit his drink out. Then we got Winnie the Pooh. What the fuck did I just say? Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Bambi, which Bambi looks good from that little teaser they showed us.
And Pinocchio starts filming next year.
That's the one I'm stoked for.
I know. It's going to be like Child's Play-esque.
The thing I'm looking forward to, they better execute this right, is the skin thing. When they say he puts a human skin over him, they better not like do some weird bullshit with that.
Yeah, that's what makes me stoked for that movie, because they kind of teased that before Blood and Honey 2 in the theater, and they said there was a scene in that movie that he skins someone alive and then wears their skin so he feels like a real boy. And I was like, that's all I need to hear, because I'm fucking stoked for it now.
Oh, that sounds like some art shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what about if we get that in Terrifier 3? Oh, that's so... No, we already got that in Terrifier 1, though.
I don't know, we'll find out in October, huh?
So, let's get right into our main topic. So, for our main topic today, we're going to be talking about... we're going to be sharing each other's top 10 horror movies of all time. So for me, I just mostly got into the horror game a couple years ago. Then I got back into it once I met these guys. So my list is probably not as great and really in depth as both of these legends right here.
Are we just going to go one by one and share, alternate?
Yeah, we're going to do like your 10, Ian's 10, my 10. Then we're going to do 9s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
let's do it that way.
Cool.
So Colby, you can go first. What is your number 10?
My number 10 is Circus of the Dead.
Yes.
I need to watch that shit.
Oh, you gotta see it.
I suggest you watch it with your mom.
Oh, yeah, she'll love it. She'll love it. It is a great film.
I know you watch a lot with your mom.
By the way, she hates Alien Romulus.
Well, maybe she'll love Circus of the Dead.
Yeah.
You know what Alien Romulus was missing? More popcorn dick. That's why.
It was.
Yeah.
It truly was. But yeah, Circus of the Dead, man. It's Dakota. That's definitely one you definitely need to see. It's very low budget, very gritty and dirty, but it is like, it was really hard to decide if I wanted to put Circus of the Dead or The Greasy Strangler for my number 10, but I had to go with Circus of the Dead. It's balls to the fucking wall.
I need to watch The Greasy Strangler after you've been talking about for like how many months now?
I don't know. It's like becoming one of my comfort movies. That's another one your mom might like.
No, I know there's some stuff in there. Hell no.
That's a movie for all moms. Everyone deserves a little grease.
Ian, what's your number 10?
My number 10 is VHS 2.
I need to watch those movies.
Yes, you do. The first two at least. But yeah, VHS 2 is my favorite out of the whole franchise. Every single story hits. It's got some gnarly shit in it. Like the whole thing I fucking love. So that's my number 10.
VHS 2 is definitely my favorite out of the series. What do you think about VHS Beyond, Ian?
I'm stoked.
The trailer, I can't fucking wait.
Right? Like I haven't been stoked for VHS movies since 2 because they haven't hit like in full for me. But yeah, that trailer, the fact that Mike Flanagan's involved, like I'm stoked. I can't wait.
I'm not gonna watch that trailer at all. I want to go through the whole entire series, watch it. Then when is it released on Shudder?
October 4th.
Okay. So the same day as Joker. So I have my number 10. I'm flipping back and forth between two movies right now. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the trigger. I'm gonna go The Conjuring 2.
Hell yeah.
I love The Conjuring 2 so much. The Conjuring 1's right up there for me.
Yeah, I agree. I prefer 2 over 1. I love 1, but I go part 2 also.
I like part 2 better, but number 1 for me, like when I rank movies, it's like nostalgia factor. Like number 1 is really why I got into the horror genre. Like once the pandemic started, I was watching more horror movies, and that's the one that solidified like me starting that climb up on the horror. So Kobe, what is your number 9?
You good, Colby? Or did we lose him?
Did we lose Colby? I think he's trying to fix his earbuds right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You hear
I can't
us?
fucking hear anything.
Oh shit. Taylor be on here.
Yeah.
StreamYard.
StreamYard strikes again.
As you guys watch Kobe fix his mic right now. While Kobe's doing that, Ian, what's your number 9?
I went with Flowers. It is a film by Phil Stevens. Zero dialogue, super disturbing. But yeah, I love it. So it is in my top 10. So I put it at number 9.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my number 9 while he's fixing his thing. I'm gonna go with the original Scream. I love
Solid.
Scream 1.
When I do the testing, I can fucking hear the noise, but I can't hear you guys talk. I see your lips moving, but I can't hear you talking. God damn it.
I love this. This is a great first episode right now. But Scream like reinvented the slasher genre back in the 90s because it took it more serious because you got this campiness of not only from the Child's Play movies, or more the not Friday the 13th, kind of Friday the 13th, but more Nightmare on Elm Street, like a more comedic Freddy, which I kind of don't like that much. I kind of want more serious, brutal Freddy.
I agree.
And I think Scream like reinvented it because it's so weird how the creator of Nightmare on Elm Street, his franchise turned into like a comedic joke right at the end. Then he reinvented slasher genres with his own movie.
I can hear.
There we go.
God damn
So
it. Sorry.
So Kobe, just to rehash, Ian's number 9 is Flowers, and my number 9 is the original Scream.
My number 9 is Mandy.
Oh, good choice.
Flowers is a fantastic choice.
You just give me movie recommendations right now.
Hell yeah, dude. That's I try to put a lot of like my lower like indie ones that I love as my top 10. So I'm hoping you get a bunch of recommendations out of this. And I already know Ian's gonna have a bunch like mine too.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Ian's.
Mine's half and half.
Yeah, Ian's too. I haven't seen his 10 and 9 yet. So Colby, let's go back to you. What is your number 8?
My number 8 is Hell House LLC.
Oh, fuck, you've been recommending me that one too.
Yeah, I've been telling you to watch that one for a while. Actually, Ian Taylor and I just interviewed the director, Stephen Cognetti, of that series a couple weeks ago. He was like on my bucket list of directors I need to interview because it's one of my favorite movies. So that was like, it was literally bucket list worthy for me. So I was so happy.
After listening to that podcast, the one thing I think that's going to be very different is where he said he's not going to do found footage for Legion. I kind of want to see what happens with that. And I really want this thing to get a theatrical release before it heads on Shudder.
That'd be cool.
So, Ian, what is your number 8?
My number 8 is Tokyo Gore Police.
Damn, I thought you were gonna say Tokyo Drift. That's my favorite.
That's number 7. Sorry. No, number 8's Tokyo Gore Police. Have you seen that, Dakota?
No.
Gotta see it.
Ian, have you seen Meatball Machine?
Yes.
Dude, yes.
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
It's like another J horror over the top, just splatterfest movie.
Yeah, Meatball Machine's good, but I still love Tokyo Gore Police.
Yeah, Tokyo Gore Police is way better.
Okay. So my 8, I'm gonna flip flop these two movies because I've been loving this other one, except the original. Number 8, I'm going to go with Fede Alvarez's Evil Dead.
Fuck yeah, that's on my list.
That is on my list as well.
That movie is so good. And when I'm always on TikTok Live, they're like, "Oh yeah, what about the Evil Dead remake?" I'm like, "Do you guys know that's not a remake? It's literally a sequel."
Thank you.
Ash is
Taylor would
at
have
the
had
end
so
of the
much
movie.
fun tonight. Taylor would have had so much fun tonight.
Because they were like, "Oh yeah, it's a remake." Watch till the post credits. Nobody watches after the credits anymore. They literally get up or turn their TV off. I'm like, Ash is at the very end.
Dude, every time I go to the theater, as soon as the credits roll, I'll Google if there's an after credit scene.
Me too.
Yeah,
or I Google it before I go.
Yeah, I'm not missing that shit.
No, not whatsoever. So Colby, what is your number 7?
My number 7 is actually my favorite vampire movie of all time, and that is The Lost Boys.
Hell yeah!
I wasn't sure if he was getting up to leave or what.
No, that was one of my favorite movies growing up, and it just never lost any nostalgia for me. It still holds up. It's some of the coolest vampires to date.
Hell yeah!
I hate to say it, but like it was like the 80s version of Twilight, but like by like making the vampires pretty and stuff, but it's way harder than Twilight.
Oh yeah. It's like Twilight, but good.
Yeah, it's Twilight, but good and fucking brutal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say, Colby, if you or Coda are ever on Temu, this is.
You got that on Temu?
Yeah.
Nice. I've been called the Temu Justin Timberlake all the time on Instagram.
Are we going to talk about the other thing you were talking about with the Temu?
No, TV? we don't got to talk about that.
But Ian, what is your? I think it's number 7, right?
Number 7, yeah, House of the Devil.
Let's go.
Oh, is that Ty West?
It is.
I need to watch it. I fucking love Ty West.
Yes, you do.
I think that's Ty West's best film. House of the Devil and the Innkeepers are my favorite Ty West movies.
Same, yeah. But yeah, House of the Devil's so fucking good.
So my number 7 is The Conjuring.
Solid.
It's real, like I said before, it's the first horror movie that really got me into like the pedestal of horror movies. It's scary. The basement scene, when she turns around her face, I watched that shit in the dark. I still remember that scene. Like fuck, why did I watch this in the dark for my first horror movie? Trying to get into this.
The one scene I will say that got me for The Conjuring is the dresser scene when she's on top of the dresser. That's one that fucking got me.
Oh, that one got me too. So Colby, what is your number 6?
Wait, what happened? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Oh, damn, I'm cutting out right now. What's your number 6?
Oh, my number 6 is Hereditary.
Fucking
Team telephone pole. Let's go.
Team telephone pole.
you guys could talk all about that movie. Even though I haven't seen it, every family member in the house has watched it, so I know everything that happens in that movie.
Your entire family has seen the movie, but you haven't?
My brother loves that movie, so he showed mom. And she's like, man, this is a fucking weird movie, but it's not that bad.
You still got to watch it, man. You got to experience
Hereditary rips.
I got a curiosity, and I watched the poll scene. I'm like, fuck.
There's a
I
lot of
would look it up
geriatric nudity as well, which I really enjoy. No? Just me?
that. I mean, what's not to love?
But no, it's a phenomenal movie. And I saw it before it was overhyped. I saw it opening day in the theater, so I knew nothing about it. So it was fucking it's like that's another one to become a comfort movie for me.
That's a comfort movie for you?
Absolutely.
Oh, if we were talk about comfort movies, Chuck's comfort movie.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
Eating leg slaps.
But Ian, what is your number 7? No, wait, is it number 7
Number
or no? It's
6.
number 6.
Yeah. Number 6 is Hatchet.
Let's fucking go.
Have you seen Hatchet?
No, I need to get that
God
still
damn
book.
it. God damn it. You got a lot of homework, Dakota.
I do. So my number 6 is the original Exorcist.
Hell yeah.
So
Respect that.
so good. I don't. For me, it's not that scary as much, but I don't know if it's where it's not where I'm more known like fuck what am I trying to say used to horror, or I don't know if it's just like the timepiece of like when it came out in the 70s, like that for that horror shock value, because like the stuff that we get now is nowhere close to what that movie was back in the 70s.
I agree.
So Colby, was your number 5?
My number 5 is Scream.
Yes.
I remember watching that when I was 5 or 6 years old when it came out in 96. And I was just enthralled instantly. I heard like this is the first time I heard other horror icons being brought up in another movie, like Jason, Freddy, shit like that. And I was like, no, like I was just hooked instantly. Like, no way. It just made me so fucking happy as a kid.
Ian, what is your number 5?
Number 5, House of a Thousand Corpses.
I got
Have you
homework.
seen it?
I got homework. I own the Steelbook, but I just didn't watch it.
Oh my god.
You got to watch it, man.
Oh, Rob Zombie is good though. Music's good. Halloween 1. Oh, that's so good.
Rob Zombie makes music?
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was like, Colby, you're good, man. My number 5, I'm gonna switch around a little bit because some people don't consider this as a horror movie, so I'm just gonna throw it out right now and put another one I really love in there. I'm gonna go Saw X.
I respect it. I really like Saw X.
That's my favorite in the franchise so far. Very close to Saw.
Nothing beats Saw for me still though. Out of the first one, nothing has beaten that one out of the franchise.
Same.
So Colby, what is your number 4?
Trick or Treat.
Ooh.
Yes, I love Trick or
mine
Treat
as well.
That's yours as well?
Not number 4, but it's on my list.
Hell yeah.
Oh fuck, it's not on my list. I didn't think of it. I need to rewatch and rate it. I love Trick or Treat so much.
I think you should watch it and review it on October 1st.
True. Did you ever go see the release in theaters when they
I
did a
hope
couple
so.
years ago?
I hope so. I'll go see it.
No, they did a couple years ago.
No, I'm saying I hope they do it again.
I wish I saw it because. What were you saying?
Yeah, Trick or Treat has my second favorite vampire transformation or werewolf transformation scene.
Oh yeah.
So Ian, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is It Chapter 1.
Okay, I've seen that. I liked it. Chapter 1.
Holy shit, he's seen one. Let's go. But yeah, no.
Colby, we can't hear you now, buddy.
Fucking dance party, man. Let's go.
I love this. This is so unhinged right now. So, my number 4, hot take, Scream 6.
I like Scream 6.
Scream 6. I love Scream 6 so much. Perfect. I'm gonna just say it's perfect for like final to the franchise because I don't know what they're gonna do with Scream 7. It's all over the place. They treated Melissa Barrera badly. But Colby, you still with us, brother?
I don't think so.
I do not know what the fuck is going on with my shit right now.
You're having a jam session over there.
Dude, it's like the fucking testing music that popped up. It's like testing, StreamYard. God, dude.
Did you hear me and Ian's 4?
Can't say I did.
So Ian's 4 is at Chapter 1.
Oh yeah, I heard that one.
Mine's Scream 6.
Scream 6? Okay.
Yeah. So Colby, so we're getting the top 3. We're getting to some of the greatest probably horror ever. So Colby, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is my favorite French extremity. It's not Martyrs. It is Frontiers.
Hell yeah. Frontiers is gnarly.
I already know that. You haven't seen that one.
No. And what is your number 3?
My number 3 is Trick or Treat.
Oh, there we go. Another one I've seen.
Yep.
2 for 2.
Let's go.
Yeah, Trick or Treat's a whole vibe. I love it. Everything about it.
That's so good. My number 3, Get Out.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Solid.
Jordan Peele's best. I think the first time I watched it, I'm like, what the fuck is this movie? I'm like, it's so damn good. It's brutal.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything I think everything that Jordan Peele for a directorial debut, that's the best directorial debut I think I've seen out of a director. So, Colby, what is your number 2?
My number 2 is Evil Dead 2013.
Same, so we might as well just put them together.
Let's fucking go.
So my number 2, the OG Nightmare on Elm Street.
Hell yeah.
I love what Wes Craven done because you always have the generic slashers of Michael, Jake. Did Friday Part 2 come out yet? By the time Nightmare on Elm Street was released?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it had.
It was up to Part 4 by the time Nightmare came out.
So you had Jason, you had Michael, you had fucking what's his name from Texas? Leatherface.
From Texas. Who that motherfucker from Texas?
So yeah, those 3, it's just like the Jason generic basic slasher. Then you got Freddy Krueger over here, who is supernatural. He comes into your dreams at night. Or anytime when you're sleeping at night. And
he's like, if it's during the day, I can't show.
My wet dreams. You guys are all thinking it. I said.
Yeah. Well, while we're on the
I'm doing. That's my new persona on TikTok. You think it, I say it.
There we go. While we're talking about Freddy, Dakota, which Nightmare on Elm Street movie has the scariest Freddy? in your opinion?
Oh. The fuck.
I think I broke him.
Mine's a bit of a hot take. I'll answer it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Colby. Let's go with Colby first.
The demonic dream sequence in Freddy vs. Jason.
Okay.
When like Jason's dreaming, that Freddy's fucking gnarly.
He is gnarly.
That and I would say New Nightmare.
Yeah, New Nightmare is definitely up there for me.
I'm going Nightmare 2.
Yes, that is the correct.
That's a very good choice.
Oh
yeah,
shit,
I think that's. I think part 2 is so underrated and gets so much hate, but I think that's the outside of New Nightmare. I think that is the scariest Freddy.
Damn, Colby, where did you go?
He said he'll be right back.
Okay, so I think it's the part where they are at the pool party, and the fire's right behind him, and he says, "You're all my children now."
Oh yeah,
that's so damn good. Everyone wanted, I think, the Nancy stuff and like doing that because, of course, we got. I think Hellraiser was already out, also. So you got,
not yet. It wasn't.
Was it not out yet?
Hellraiser was 87.
Okay.
Nightmare was 84.
I think they always. Well, you gonna say anything else, Ian?
I was trying to think of when Nightmare 2 came out, but regardless, yeah, when it was, I still want to say that came out before Hellraiser. So yeah, Hellraiser wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah, I would say 5 is straight the year after because West always wanted to do one movie. That was it. And because I forgot what the ending was. I think he didn't want I think he wanted to be like happy, like them waving and them just driving on. But New Line. Oh, here is Colby. Let's get Colby back in here.
I can hear you guys already. My fucking headphones work. Let's go.
Woo!
We just talked about Nightmare on Elm Street, my friend.
Good. God damn it, dude. This was the most technical difficulties I've ever had.
I love how last episode. No, last episode me and Colby did great.
Yeah, we did. I'm not lagging at all today though.
But
other issues.
But that was the thing. West always wanted one movie. He didn't want this franchise stuff. Like John Carpenter always wanted one Halloween movie.
Should have stayed that way.
Do 1 and 2. 1 and 2. That's it.
And 3.
1 and 2.
If we're doing any of them, we're doing 1. We're doing 3.
No, with Michael though. Just 1 and 2 with Michael.
That's fair.
Because I think the anthology stuff would like done really well because Season of the Witch slaps.
Oh yeah. I love that movie.
Do you like Season of the Witch, Colby?
I do. Obviously not as a Michael movie. He's not fucking in it. But as like a solo, like because they want to do like the anthology type for that, I really dig Season of the Witch.
You can't get wrong with Tom Atkins.
Yeah, when I saw that as a kid, I wanted to be a doctor with a fucking mustache. You're laughing, but I'm serious.
I believe you.
I kind of want a mustache though. I can't grow that. I can grow up this shit, but no mustache.
I have the opposite problem. So,
damn, I'm looking like an Amish up in here. But let's go to our number 1. Colby, what is your number 1? I think I already know what it is though.
My number 1 is Straight Edge Kegger.
Yes. Let's go.
I'm just kidding. I do love that movie, but my number 1 is The Shining.
Okay, yeah, there we go. That's what I thought. It's Kubrick. Okay, Shining good. Kubrick
bad.
I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, Kubrick bad. Shelley Duvall.
Yeah, he did do some shitty things as a person. A lot of people are very divisive when it comes to Shining if they've read the book, but I've read both the book and the movie, and I've watched the movie, and they are completely different. But that movie just does so much for me, and you can interpret it in a different way every time you watch the movie. It's just something I love. Like whatever state of mind you're in, you can interpret it in like that type of way.
But then Doctor Sleep just fucking great.
Dude, Doctor Sleep is arguably better than The Shining, but The Shining just holds so much for me that I can't put it in front of The Shining still. But I do think Doctor Sleep is a fantastic movie.
And Flanagan did a great job, and he took risk.
Mm-hmm.
That dude takes risk.
Flanagan does no wrong for me. I have not disliked anything he's ever done. Even The Midnight Club. I really enjoyed The Midnight Club.
Because I think that's the only horror movie I've seen that a kid gets killed. And Flanagan done that.
That's the only movie you've seen where a kid gets killed?
You have so many movies to watch, bud.
Your homework tonight is to watch When Evil Lurks.
Yes, there you go.
I definitely need to watch that.
That movie.
Oh, no. Should I watch The Coffee Table?
I'd go When Evil Lurks. Coffee Table is more of like a very slow burn psychological. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but it's listed as a dark comedy.
I found it funny.
My second and third watch, I found it funny. My first watch, I was like, what the fuck?
That one is going to be...
I found it funny.
Wait, Ian, you found it funny on your first watch?
I've only watched it once. So, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Dude, I had a love-hate relationship with that movie for a while. Like that first 30 minutes was I don't know, it was kind of hard for me to get through. Because it not giving anything away, but it starts off when they're buying a coffee table. And I'm like, these people were fucking idiots. Like, I didn't like the characters. The acting was so at the beginning. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then it kind of went back and forth. I'm like, kind of, giving it some time. And then a certain moment happens. And it wasn't what happens that was funny. It was just like, how the fuck do you do that? That's what was funny to me. But then after that, like the whole feeling of the movie after the main event happens is what really sold me on it. Like I haven't felt that feeling watching a movie in a very long time. So it definitely worked. Like I love the movie by the end, but it was a hard sell for that first like 15-20 minutes.
All I know is I hear there's a baby and a coffee table. And I'm like, fuck, where is this going? Because I'm just like thinking shit up there. I'm like, Dakota, stop thinking. You're going to the dark web area.
The dark web.
Nah, just watch it and find out. You see.
So, Ian, what is your number one?
So like I said before this, I put a lot of thought into this list because I didn't want it to be the usual like in lives. It's always The Thing. Like The Thing's a fucking masterpiece. It's flawless. But when it comes to like a number one, like a movie that like The Thing I can watch over and over again, but this movie is like one that like I know it's different now with streaming, but like back in the days of normal cable television, if you came across a movie, you would kind of stop what you're doing and watch that. And this is one that I would absolutely do that anytime I would see it on, and it's American Psycho.
Oh.
And you haven't seen it, Dakota.
You haven't seen it.
I own the stupid. I haven't seen it. I own like half of these movies. They're just sitting on the shelf back here collecting dust.
Well, at least you have them, so you have access to them.
Hey, Paul.
Dude, that whole movie, it's so quotable. Christian Bale is fucking fantastic in it.
Dude, Christian Bale, Willem Dafoe, who's a Josh Lucas. There's so many people in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Leto's in there also, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Paul Allen.
He's Paul.
So my number one, the basic generic answer, I'm going with Halloween 1978.
Respectable.
Yeah, it's up there as well. Yeah,
I love what Carpenter did in it. He made a really scary slasher that could be real life in 1978. And everyone's like, a lot of people in especially my TikTok lives are like, oh yeah, the OG Halloween's not scary. I'm like, you guys don't get it. Now we got like more brutality of Michael. You see the Rob Zombie movies, you see the Blumhouse trilogy. It's always brutal. But what John Carpenter was trying to do is make it scary from who Michael was, a mysterious figure that you didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, the simplicity of that movie is really what does it. Like when you think about it, there's not much of a story, but there doesn't need to be, and there's no blood or gore, but it's so effective.
The fear of the unknown is what makes Michael the scariest.
Mm-hmm.
So when they started going into his backstory and shit, that's what I didn't like.
Same.
The Halloween 2 shit, like of Laurie being his sister, I didn't like that. I'm like, oh yeah, he's just going after her because it's his sister. Like they like recanoned that in Halloween 2018, but it's like you're still wondering, like 2018, you see that Certain takes him to Laurie, so it's like, oh, it's Certain's fucking fault that Michael is with Laurie. Kills and ends is like, what's the point right there? Because that's the one thing that I didn't understand what Danny McBride and David Gordon Green was doing with that trilogy in those two movies, because they were leaning more towards like Michael knows who Laurie is the whole entire time, except for like a random stranger from 40 years ago.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I really liked 2018, but I hated the Dr. Certain edition. I thought that didn't make any sense and was kind of hokey. But otherwise, I thought the movie was decent.
The practical effects are good, especially once his ass gets stomped. I'm like, oh. But I think that's it for our main topic. Let's go right into some movie news. Like some subtopics that we got. Let's go straight into the movie news first. Let's talk about Terrifier 3. I've been thinking about Terrifier 3.
Ayo.
What do you guys feel about this trailer?
Dude, the trailer slaps.
Rips.
We're pulling the glasses out then.
I just can't believe I'm gonna see that fucking movie next month.
I'm so jealous of you right now.
Dude, it's the opening night for Fantastic Fest as well. It's the first fucking movie. Ayo.
The trio with all the glasses.
That's right.
No, we need some Christmas glasses for Terrifier 3. That's all I'm gonna say.
I need those Christmas ones.
This trailer, one, it's brutal. Oh, it shows so much brutality in it. It shows somebody's like, oh yeah, it's too gory. I'm like, some people don't think of this as a comedy. I kind of do, because art's so fucking funny.
So if someone tells me Terrifier's too gory, I'm going to tell them, well, yeah, the Bible's too pushy.
I like that.
What's that thing we talked about? Mole?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't think there was enough information out for that.
Oh my goodness. I heard that podcast episode with Taylor, and
because I looked into that a bit, and I don't think it was exactly what it was described as.
You looked into it. I love that.
I was curious, and yeah, I don't know. we may have been led astray a bit by that one.
God, I love my friends.
I love Taylor, but sometimes I'm wondering, like, what goes through his head sometimes, just like, or some things.
What goes up Taylor's nose sometimes? Just kidding. I love you, Taylor.
We all love you. What's the one thing you're looking forward to in this whole movie? And do not say your answer for the podcast.
I'm looking forward to art brutalizing children.
Oh shit! That's not what I was expecting.
Look, as a father of 3 children, I hate seeing violence against kids. But Terrifier is so fucking campy. Like, it's hard to take that seriously.
Yeah, 100%.
So, I want to know, because we got how many trailers now? 3 trailers?
There's 2.
Is there only 2?
There's that very no, actually yes, there's
Yeah,
3 because we had the one teaser trailer when he's like acting like Santa Claus, and then the teaser trailer that dropped like what a month ago, and then the full trailer that just dropped. So you were right.
So I'm thinking the first trailer with the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that's going to be a dream. I'm thinking the little girl is Sienna.
Ooh, that's actually a very good theory.
I think she's going to have a nightmare. I think somehow it's going to end up that Art's like somehow connected to the dead, or somehow is the dad, and we just like he just went away, and the mom's like, oh yeah, he actually died.
That's what I was thinking of in Terrifier 2. Like there's got to be some connection there. And I was kind of expecting them to say that it was her dad in Terrifier 2. But yeah, there's got to be some sort of connection there.
I like that theory.
Because I think that won't be the death, but the mall.
That's
think
what I'm looking forward to the Santa part. Him fucking up Santa.
What do you guys think? Because we've seen so many like shots. What is the scene you think David Howard Thornton almost threw up on?
I don't know if it's something in the trailer. I don't think it's anything in the trailer, honestly.
I'm thinking, for me, I think either the kids, if he does kill all the kids, or 2, the shower scene.
With the chainsaw?
Yes. I think, because they said, Damien said there's one scene that is more brutal than the bed scene. The bed scene, I don't know where everyone's getting this hype from. Halfway through that bed scene, I'm like, bedroom scene, I'm like, oh, this is generic then. Once he snaps her arm, I'm like, okay, this is where he's fucking going now. I'm like, okay, this is what everyone's talking about.
I still think the hacksaw scene goes harder than the bedroom scene.
Scene.
The bedroom scene is just I mean, I love the bedroom scene, but it's just drawn out.
Yeah, it's very over the top. Like it's so over the top that it's not realistic.
Mm.
And that I think that it works to its advantage because it makes it fun.
Yeah, it makes it fun and funny. Mm-hmm. The hacksaw scene, I was like, what the fuck?
What gets me is he's just like laughing and smiling while he's doing. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy up to now? What's running through his head that he's just laughing at this?
What if it's just something like David Howard Thornton just had something bad to eat that day and like they just kind of exaggerated it?
Is that a little stomach bug?
Yeah.
Have you seen the what was it, the behind the scenes of Terrifier when he's talking in the Clark in the art costume?
No.
I gotta send you guys the video. I'm serious. If Art talked, this is the way this dude would talk, and it would go with his character perfectly. It's David Howard Thornton. He is being comedic. He's going around. He's joking. I'm like, this is Art if he ever talked. But I don't want Art to talk, though, because Art not talking, I think, is the best thing for this franchise.
We already had a conversation of how we want Art to talk.
Okay, what is your guys's?
Well, you would have to see Circus of the Dead to understand the reference.
Oh wait. Are you talking about from
Yeah, I don't know if you want me to take this podcast to that place for your first episode.
Yeah, no. People were like, "What the fuck is this?"
Is this going to be on YouTube as well?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Everyone can see how stupid I am with my sound issues.
But Colby, I'm jealous of you.
Why?
Because you've seen this movie fucking early.
Oh yeah, for Fantastic Fest. I mean,
I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So Ian, I know you signed up for Fantastic Fest. Are you doing in person or remote?
No, I signed up for remote. I still haven't gotten anything back yet. Still hoping.
So
but no, I put in for remote because I wasn't able to travel. So
have you got any email back?
They sent me out, like they sent out the list of all the movies, but that was the last that I've heard anything so far.
Because I signed up for it and I told Kobe about it, and I'm not a guy at fucking email at all.
I actually just got approved for another film fest called the Telluride Horror Show in Colorado, but nobody else has gotten accepted yet, which makes me upset because I'm not going to go alone because that's going to be way too much money. Like if I have other people to go with and we can split like a hotel and Airbnb. So I think you guys should also apply for the Telluride Horror Show.
When's that?
Early October. But this one, they haven't released the lineup yet, but last year the lineup for this, it's more stacked than Fantastic Fest. They had like When Evil Lurks, a bunch of Talk to Me. They have a bunch of huge ones from last year.
Damn.
Like some of the biggest ones from last year. So if I can get more people to go, I will try to make that one.
I don't know if I'm gonna try to go to any like film festivals this year, but definitely next year. I think that's my goal for next year.
My biggest goal is for definitely me, Ian, and Taylor to do Overlook Film Festival where you stay at like the Stanley Hotel and shit. That would be my dream.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Like the two film festivals that I always want to go to is Overlook, because I didn't know about Overlook till Seth, Gigi, and all of them went. And then the other is Fantastic Fest.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm like really nervous because I've never done like in-person interviews, and I'm gonna be talking to like Mike Flanagan, Stephen King's gonna be there, Halle Berry, Mike Flanagan's wife, Kate Siegel. I have so much social anxiety. I'm just gonna be like and just throw up.
Bro, I got you right now. Just look at them as one of us. Just some normal people.
I can't.
It's just like having them on the podcast, except they're in person.
Yeah, and I'm super nervous then too.
Nah, you got this.
Yeah, you got this, bro.
Oh, hey, and I'm gonna have a couple drinks with Anthony Cousins. He's gonna be there.
Oh hell yeah!
That one's gonna be easy to talk to. So,
wait, what did he direct? Did he direct Frogman?
Yep.
Yes.
I need to watch Frogman fuck.
Frogman does fuck.
I already heard about that.
What if we see Art fuck?
Oh shit!
Popcorn fucks. Art doesn't.
That's true.
You may never know. He probably will one day. So what? Let me think about some more horror movie news. But let's go right into the next thing. What horror movies are you guys excited for the rest of the year?
I've got a whole list for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
The next one up for me is The Substance. I don't know much about it other than it's Demi Moore and it's body horror. And I just saw today that it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. So I'm not like,
Holy
fuck.
Shit.
But no, I mean, it looks cool. That one, Apartment 7A, which is the prequel to Rosemary's Baby. I just saw the trailer for that. That looks like a combination of Rosemary's Baby and Suspiria.
That one's going to be a Fantastic Fest.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And the other one that other than VHS and Terrifier that we've already talked about, the other one is Azrael.
Yes.
I'm shocked Ian hasn't said this movie yet.
What?
Nosferatu.
That's on there too, but that's just later in the year. I don't want to say all of them.
What about for you, Colby?
Mine are Director's Cut, which is about a metal band that's going to shoot a music video. And like some guy found their band and he sent them a message. He's like, hey, I'll do it for free. So they looked the dude up and he's got fucking fantastic work. So yeah, let's do it. But come to find out, this dude's trying to shoot his own snuff film. But metal and horror, it goes fucking hand in hand, and I'm there for any time. So Director's Cut, Booger was one of my most anticipated. What else is there? There's a few. Yeah, Terrifier we already talked about. Nosferatu later in the year. I can't think of the other ones right now.
There's another one called Frankie Freako.
Oh yes, that looks fucking wild.
It looks like Garbage Pail Kids. It's it's the same director as from The Void and Psycho Goreman.
Yes.
So like I'm fucking stoked for that.
What's this thing called?
Frankie Frico.
Okay, I need to put that on the watch list. It sounds like a freaky movie.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a Taylor movie, to be honest with you. So for me, I'm gonna go with us. Speak No Evil, not See No Evil. Speak No Evil. I'm really excited for that. James McAvoy, he looks like he's unhinged in that movie. Of course, Terrifier 3. I think that's my number one right now. It's Terrifier 3. What else are we getting? Smile 2. I'm actually excited for Smile 2.
I'm kind of stoked for that too. And I'm not the biggest fan of the first one.
Really? I loved the first one. And then number 2, the trailer's not really doing much. I'm still going to go see it, but the trailer's not really doing much for me.
See, I don't know. It's opposite for me. Like the first one was all right. And I just rewatched it and I did like it more the second time, but it's still not like, I don't know. It still didn't fully hit for me, but I don't know. I like the trailer for the second one though. So I don't know. We'll see. Except for them showing Kyle Gallner in it.
No. Okay. No. It's been going around on Twitter. Someone debunked that. That's not Kyle Gallner. He's more in the film. They just made it look like it was him.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that it's definitely Kyle Gallner, but I know what you're saying now. Okay.
And the last was Nosferatu.
Mm-hmm.
I have not watched a trailer at all of that. I am going in blind for that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer either.
I'm going in like Helen Keller, baby.
There's some reviews right there.
Dude, Taylor's not here. Somebody's got to do it.
Taylor would go crazy.
By the way, are we allowed to say the N-word on here?
No,
because I have a lot to say about Netflix.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Wait, what do you think I was gonna say, dude? Did anybody see the new movie that came out on Netflix today, The Deliverance?
No.
I added it to my list, and then I saw 45 reviews saying it was the worst thing ever, and I immediately took it off my watch list.
I asked because I have not seen one good review, and Dakota hasn't reviewed it yet, so I need a DMB review of The Deliverance.
Yeah.
When I think it was Tyler that texted me. He's like, I'm gonna watch The Deliverance today. I was like, why would you watch that old ass Burt Reynolds movie?
It's a bagger though.
But damn, you lose my train of thought right there.
Tried podcasting with Taylor every fucking week. Now you know how we feel.
So there's a couple I have for next year.
What are they?
The Wolfman comes out in January. I'm stoked for that because Lee Winnell's doing it, and his Invisible Man is fantastic. So I can't wait for Wolfman. Final Destination: Bloodlines.
Yes, fuck yes.
I love every single one of those movies. They're
Me
just
too.
fucking fun.
Even number 4, which was really fucking bad, it's still really fucking fun.
Yeah, for sure. And then I don't know when it's coming out yet, but Brute 1976.
I'm excited for that. Chuck is hyping that one up for me right now, and it's climbing more and more and more. Especially the more horror I watch, I'm like, oh yeah, the gore. Then when they say it's like Chuck say it's gory, I'm like, okay, I can handle this. Especially after watching Terrifier 2.
Yeah, you got this.
For me, it's Thanksgiving too. I fucking love Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Dakota loves Thanksgiving. I love it that he loves it. I love it too. What sold me on Thanksgiving though was however long into the movie, I was like, don't kill the fucking cat, don't kill the fucking cat. And he fed the cat.
And I was like, the cat too. I'm like, yeah.
I fucking love this movie. This is my movie.
I do want a sequel. I like John Carver. I love The Mask. I like that character. I just don't want Eli Roth involved with it at all. I was not a fan of that movie, but that character is fucking sick.
Who do you think is John Carver in the second one? Do you throw it out there right now?
Probably the same guy. He's just back again.
No, I got a prediction. Colby, what you think?
Grey's Anatomy doctor again?
No, I think it's a boyfriend. I think it's Ryan.
No.
because a lot of the times when they are all together, it's so weird how at the very end, spoiler alerts, first of all, if you haven't seen Thanksgiving, I don't know what you're doing, go watch it. When they're all at the table, the only one that's not there is Ryan. Everyone else is there out of the group. So that's why I'm suspecting that, because there's gotta be two for
Like they were working together.
Yeah.
I dig that.
And we find out, I think we find out later on that him and Ryan are actually related, and it's been covered up the whole entire time.
Like an illegitimate love child.
They're like this mysterious uncle out of nowhere. The creepy ass look with that cause you like, can you help me with something right now?
Love it.
But you guys always talk about this every week on your podcast. I really want to talk about content creation. So, Colby, I know we talked about it the first time on the Cinematic Voice, but of course, this is a new podcast. There's going to be new listeners. What got you into not only like content creation, like social media and everything?
For me or Ian first?
For you.
So for me, so I started a podcast that's no longer going right now because we got rid of it, and Ian and I combined our podcast. But to start doing like content creation, it was kind of to get that out there. But it was also because my mom passed away in February. So I kind of used it as like an outlet to like stay busy, keep myself busy. I thought maybe I would get like 200 followers if I was lucky. So where I am now, like I'm just extremely thankful, and I love everybody that I come across that supports me. So, I mean, I wouldn't have met Ian, Taylor, you, Chuck. Like I've met some of my best friends right now. Like I feel closer to these people than my real life, like few that I have, real life friends.
Yeah. Because like when I talk to movies about like with my friends, they're like, "Oh, he just watches movies." They're like, "I've watched 66 new releases this year," and they tell me, "Oh yeah, you're nuts. You're nuts for doing that." I'm thinking, dude, it's just movies. I like watching movies, especially like they don't like the horror movie aspect. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're kind of weird for that." I'm like, dude, it's just horror movies. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna become a psycho serial killer." I'm thinking, no, the fuck, I'm not. I'm thinking I just like horror movies. That's it.
What a stupid thing to say.
But Colby, I'm going to dig into before you even done. What was the podcast you done with Taylor again? House of Horrors.
Me, Taylor, and Ian. It's the House of Ghouls.
No, the one before that.
Oh, the Horror House.
Before the Horror House, you done the Gore Score.
Yeah, it's called the Gore Score. Did you find that one?
Yes, and there's another one I found that you done with Coda.
Oh,
and I love it.
Coda and I did like a true crime podcast for like, I think a couple months. But dude, there was so much work that went into true crime podcast. Like it was fun. We loved it. But then she got pregnant. I had a fight coming up at the time, and we just kind of sizzled out. But it was fun. Like we enjoyed it. Especially doing it with Coda.
I listened to your guys' Ramirez episode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that like when I think of something that like horror movies scare us, right? Some of the horror movies do. The one thing that scares me is that man. That's the one person besides demonic elements or anything that scares me that walked on the earth.
Yeah, he was like the most intriguing, but the scariest serial killer in my opinion, like ever. Like he didn't give a fuck. Kids, women, geriatric old people, he did not give a fuck.
And especially after you with like his first victim, I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, this dude's just pure fucking evil.
That one took a little bit of a toll on me doing the research for that one.
Yeah, because after I heard like you talking about it, kind of because I was at work listening to it. I'm like, fuck. I'm like sitting there. I'm like, fuck this. You kind of like think about life a little bit, like how much we take life for granted.
Yeah, for sure.
Because all these people lost their lives because he just wanted to have a little bit of fun for himself, which is the most stupidest thing ever. But I wish you guys would still do that podcast. It's so fucking good. It was. I just love true crime as a whole.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Oh, do you ever listen to do you like true crime, Ian?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I don't know if you heard of him. There's a podcast I'm gonna throw you guys. Murder with My Husband. They do
I don't think
podcast
so.
episodes every week. The wife is really big into true crime. The husband don't know anything about it, so she takes cases like it's kind of like a I would say like a Criminal Minds episode or something. Like you don't know who the killer is till the very end.
Okay.
And you try to guess and she reveals it right at the end.
That sounds cool. I'll
So
have to check it out.
but let's go right to you, Ian. What got you into content creation?
That's a good question. So I've had social media accounts for years, but I never like was serious about it. And then when TikTok started kind of blowing up and becoming a thing, my wife was on it all the time, and I was under the impression it was just a stupid app with a bunch of singing and dancing, that nothing really serious. And once I kind of got more into it, finding more stuff out about it, a friend of ours like knows how much I love horror movies, and she was like, you should make a TikTok and talk about horror movies. And I was like, okay. So I started it, and as far as content creation, I started as a video game streamer on Twitch. So I was already doing that for like a year prior. And like I love video games, but I don't like playing video games and entertaining at the same time, if you will. Like there's a lot that goes into that. So I kind of let that fade out, and I just kind of got into TikTok more, and it was a lot more fun because I was already doing, what I was already doing. I was already watching horror movies all the time. Now I was just talking about them to an audience who also loves horror movies. So it was kind of a win-win. And yeah, I did that for like a year and a half. Just kind of, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just making these boring ass videos. Like I hate seeing my old videos because they're not great. But yeah, once I started meeting, some members of our community now, like, Chuck and Justin and then Colby and Taylor. Yeah, like we all just kind of vibed off of each other and learned so much from each other. And now it's been a fucking blast.
So for me, I was like into what Ian said. I was always wanted to be a streamer because like I saw like Ninja and them like blow up in everything, especially like for like Fortnite, like the pandemic and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this. And you're right, Ian. It's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to sit there, focus on the video game. You gotta read chat. You gotta entertain them. And it's like, dude, I just want to play a video game and just like relax right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I bounced off of that, like made a whole bunch of accounts, like I think 4 or 5 times in like 2 years. Then July of 2021, I saw like superhero content creators like making videos. I'm like, I like superheroes. I like Marvel. So I'm going to try to do this. So I made my first video, the Black Widow review. And I'm like, this is great. I got YouTube. I got a TikTok, post both videos. A main comment. Let me see if I can find that video, by the way. I'm going to send it to you, Colby. It was the
Which
main
one?
comment. It was my first ever TikTok account I made.
Oh, when somebody was talking shit to you?
Yes. They're like, oh yeah, because I didn't know how loud, like I always had the mic like I do now in my videos. But I'm like, I like talked really quiet. So I'm like, oh, they could still hear me. Oh, hell no, they could. Someone's like, oh yeah, you should put subtitles. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm like, I can't do this if I can
Fuck
get this all
TikTok.
done.
I say fuck TikTok like 4 times a week.
But Let me find that video for you real quick. While I'm here.
I tried to make it known that it's a bad idea to talk shit on your posts.
True. Let me.
Ian, are you watching anything good tonight?
Yeah.
I haven't decided what I'm going to watch yet tonight.
I think Coda wants to watch Long Legs, so I wish Taylor was here to hear me say I'm going to spend $20 on Long Legs.
Fuck yeah.
Yes. Taylor, I love you, but dude, rewatch Long Legs. I
One
can't
day
find
I'll
it. One day, just one day.
I just looked at my When the Dead Go to Die video. It's doing pretty well. I'm happy.
Nice.
Oh, my God. Oh, here we go. I got you. Here we go, Colby. I just sent it to you.
Oh, the video?
Yeah, I just sent the video to you.
Hell yeah. I'll watch it when we're done.
Okay. But so I quit right there. I'm like, fuck it, not going to this. I'm like, it's like after my second post, I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with this shit. I'm not dealing with this negativity. I'm posting reviews. I want to hear good feedback. Not, oh yeah, you need fucking subtitles. It's like, shut the fuck up and just keep on scrolling. So I went to like May of 2022. I got bored. I'm like, it's literally like midnight. I'm like, fuck it. We're going to try this thing again. I made a TikTok. I made a YouTube. I made a Twitch. I like got all this together. Posted my first video. Bombed. That shit bombed so hard. Then I was like off and on over time, and there was like a patch in like July to August or August to September. I didn't post anything because like holy shit. Go what the fuck? But shit, you lost my train of thought again. There was a patch because like Ian, you're doing good right now with your momentum. Like, how many followers did you get in this past couple of months?
A little over 3,000, somewhere around there.
And then Colby's just blowing the fuck up and just like killing all of us.
Yeah, he fucking skyrocketed out of nowhere.
Yeah, dude, paying for followers helps, man.
I'm just kidding. The damn Dead Whisperer video. That's what got you over my following.
Dude, my Serbian film review, I got 930 just from that video.
Wait, on TikTok or Instagram?
Yeah, on TikTok.
Holy shit. What was it? So I was worried you actually watched that shit during that review.
Everybody was like, did you actually
cool?
review it? No, I'm not gonna fucking watch that piece of shit.
Then I'm like, okay, he didn't watch. I'm like, you clickbaited me so hard right there with that. I'm like, fuck no. But during that time, I watched Pearl for the first time. Then I'm like, okay. After watching it, got my love back into movies. Then during the October, I'm like, I like horror movies. Let's do 31 Days of Horror or Halloween. So I'm gonna watch a horror movie each day, power review. That lasted 4 days because I'm a fucking bum and looking at shit. And I keep on going. And one day I'm like, I'm just gonna start posting movie clips. I like Transformers. I'm like, Rise of the Beast trailer just was released. I'm like, I'm gonna post the Transformers clips. Done a little bit of traction that night. Went to work. Went on lunch break. Opened my phone. 900 followers. I'm like, what the fuck happened? All 3 videos blew up. I'm like, hell yeah. Went a little bit later on. Joined Movie Talk. Met some great people there. But then it's like, what was it? The strikes happened. And that was like 6 months of not posting content for me at all. Once that was over, it's like TikTok's algorithm changed and everything, so I couldn't like post anything. It was dead. Then I'm like, I already knew Chuck because I followed Chuck. I mean, Chuck were talking a little bit. Then I got into Ginger's life. Then I saw Colby in there covered in fucking grease.
I forgot about that.
Oh, like, what the fuck is this? Oh, like, I like this. This group actually looks fun. So I started hanging out with all y'all. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to start posting horror content all the time. I'm like, haven't watched a lot of horror movies as you guys seen because everything on Ian's list is like 2 or 3 movies I've never seen in my whole entire life.
It's cool though. You got to start somewhere as a horror fan. Like, you're only 24 years old. Like, you have plenty of time.
And you're definitely right. By the way, I'm gonna be 25 next Sunday. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be 35 or 34 in 88 minutes.
For me in 28 minutes.
I'm gonna be 49 next year.
49.
I should say I was like 12. I'm gonna turn 12 next Sunday.
But yeah, the social content or the content creation it's such a like fickle thing. Like you have to be consistent. Like that's the main thing, is being consistent. So making sure you're posting at least once a day. But yeah, especially with TikTok, it's like with the reviews, they kind of come and go as far as views, but it's all the other stuff. Like there was a time frame for a couple months where like pictures were doing really well. So that was like my go-to for like if I didn't have a second video recorded for the day, I could just whip something up quick while I'm at work or whatever. And they were doing really well. And then out of nowhere, that dropped off. So it's like that other, like, you want to kind of mix it up to keep things fresh and not get burnt out on everything. But at the same time, like it's such a struggle sometimes to kind of find that little niche, whatever is like popular at the time. But yeah, if I had any advice for anyone who's starting out in content creation, is just definitely the consistency. Just at least post once a day. I know I try to do twice a day because 3 times just doesn't work for me. But it's different for everybody too. So it's got to kind of go for it.
Like, Ian, you're doing great right now. Like, I just looked right before we got on, and you're at 6.8K right now.
Mm-hmm.
Colby, you and Chuck, how the fuck do you do what you guys do?
Brother, I wish I was on Chuck's level.
You watch three or 4 movies a day. I could barely get one in.
But, okay, so with that's only when I'm working, because I work 12-hour long nights, and I'm a maintenance mechanic, so I really only work when I get called to go fix a machine. So in my free time, yeah, all I do is watch fucking movies.
I wish I had your job. I'm just like on my feet all day long, working and everything.
I mean, trust me, there are some days like that where like the whole entire room is fucked. Where like there'll be some nights I don't even have a single break because I'm working my ass off. And then other nights I don't even have a single call. It's just very hit or miss.
Then what I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, speaking of that, we got some new people in Horror Talk right now. I know you shouted out one yesterday.
Oh, Millie, yeah, Millie's great. She's killing it.
Great content,
and
there's so. I feel like Horror Talk just got invented like a couple months ago, because I knew there was Sydney, Justin in them, but then it seems like once Chuck made videos, all of us just came out of the woodwork and be like, oh yeah, we're here. Besides that, oh yeah, Coda is killing it right now.
Oh, and Book Talk?
Yes.
Yeah, Chuck and I are giving her like all the advice that we can. So I think she's already doing like great right off the start. I think she has more momentum than me when I started.
And her video post that she posted today, positivity. That's why I like.
I didn't even watch it
yet. It's like she was so positive, and I'm like, there we go. That's what we needed in TikTok, not this negative bullshit of like, oh, I hate you. You can go jump off a cliff.
Yeah, like, I hate when people rage bait like that.
Oh, speaking of rage bait, let's go. Comments. Fuck the
Oh, my
comments.
comments. So actually, what started it? It was because of you. That's what started it. Because I was laying in bed, like I just got home from work. I was too tired. I usually go live when I get home, just to get like an easy like 20, 30 follows, you know. But I was really tired after work. I laid in bed. Your video about the new Halloween game coming out popped up, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And then I saw people commented. I went and looked, and I saw some guy talking shit. So I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I shot out of bed, put a shirt on, and Coda's like, "What's going on?" And I didn't answer her, and then I just started fucking going off on a tangent. And I was like I uploaded it, and I looked at Coda. I was like, if because my views were horrible for like 2 weeks after I hit 10K. And I looked at Coda. I was like, yo, if this video pops off, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed because like all the work I put into like my actual reviews and shit, and then this is just making fun of fucking great value Kenny Powers. But yeah, I woke up and I had fucking like a couple thousand views on it already and like hundreds of comments. And I was like, fuck, this is going to be like, before I looked at the comments, I was like, this is going to be fucking rough and piss me off. But it was everybody fucking agreeing with me, making fun of him too. There's like one or two that was like, why are you being a hypocrite and making fun of him? I was like, well, how about you suck my dick? But, no. So I was like, you know what? I was like, that gave me a little bit of confidence to fucking be my true self and fucking snap at people. And then the other day, I was just like, Serbian film comment after Serbian film comment. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to fucking review this. I told Ian and Taylor, I was like, I'm going to review this movie, but I'm not really going to review it. I'm going to rage bait. And it's just been working for me. So
It was that night I posted that video. I think it was that night or the day before I posted that video. I'm like, okay, this bombed. I'm like, I'm gonna go bed. It was Monday night going to Tuesday morning. I'm off on Tuesday, so I'm like, I'm gonna sleep in, enjoy a great sleep. I woke up. I turned on my notifications. I got some followers. I got some likes. I got some videos. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
was
And
that
I'm
because
like,
of me?
yes.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck
I'm
yeah.
like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, I looked in the comments, I saw your video. I'm like, oh fuck, Kobe found the comment.
No, I would do that for any of my friends. Like if someone fucking talks shit to Ian, I'll find their address and fucking cut their head off with a butter knife.
Like, mom wants to go off all of them always. She's like, let me get fucking after them. I'm like,
Did you
no,
show your mom what I fucking did?
oh yeah, she watched the video.
What were her comments?
She loves you guys so much.
Hell yeah.
She's like, at least somebody takes up for you.
But
I'm
yeah,
like, yeah.
somebody like I forgot who it was said a comment like, Colby, I love that you stick up for the whole horror community. And I was like, you know what? That made me feel really good. So you know what? I'm gonna stick with that role. So anytime I see someone talking shit, I'm saying something.
Because like I told you, we got temper. My family has some tempers.
Yeah.
Like I got temper. And mom's like, let me text this guy. Let me go after him. Like, mom, you don't need to get banned on TikTok right now. I'm like, you need your account. I'm like, you don't need to get banned. Then my brother, he don't post anything. He's like, he messages this guy. He's like, you fucking piece of shit. You can go jump off a cliff. I'm like, fuck. And he was just commenting every single one of his videos. I'm like, because it's like, that's the thing. Not only I have support from my family, I have support from you guys also. And I think that's the biggest thing in the community, to support each other. Because like me and Colby were talking about, like, I love the people of Movie Talk, but some of those people can be toxic as shit.
For sure.
And it's like, some of us can be toxic, and we have seen it, but it's like we always stay together no matter what.
Agreed.
But we're going to talk about this thing real quick. It just came on my mind right now. Spirit Halloween It's the time of the season.
Chuck texted me yesterday. He's like, if I see one more Spirit Halloween video, I'm throwing my fucking phone. And then Gigi in the group chat was like, does anyone need anything from Spirit? Like 5 minutes later, I was like, yeah, video.
Chuck's not gonna like me next week. I'm gonna be posting every. Like I already got a how like Mr. Art's back there already set up. But I'm gonna be doing a whole vlog next week, like a birthday Spirit Halloween vlog. I'm like, Chuck better be ready for that. Are you guys gonna try to go any more this year?
If my wife lets me, dude.
Yeah, I'm usually there at least once a week.
Once a week?
Yeah. Well, to give you context, I have a 7-year-old daughter. It's her absolute favorite store. So that's all I hear. Like, I wish Spirit was a year-round store because I hear about it year-round, but of course we can only go 2-3 months out of the year. So yeah, like she loves it. She loves the animatronics. She loves the whole vibe. So yeah, I'll usually take her there once every week or two. But yeah, I mean, I love Spirit. It's a great time.
My 2-year-old, all he watches are Spirit Halloween videos of like people walking through it and shit. And he's constantly Halloween store. Like he'll get his shoes on and put his backpack on. Like, no, Mom doesn't let us go anymore.
Mom's no fun.
Oh wait, are you talking about your kid that you took with you the first time?
Yeah, I mean, my 9-year-old is obsessed with the store too, but
Coda, if you listen to this, let Colby go one more time. Just one more time for the Halloween season.
She said we can go, but if she comes too, I'm like, no, then we can't buy anything cool.
Let me see what else we got on this.
Don't ever get married, dude. Sometimes wives are Nazis.
Hey, I'm single all my life. I think I'm good.
Maybe you'll meet a nice lady at Spirit Halloween,
Ayo. Maybe a goth baddie.
Oh.
Say Justin's goth baddies.
You gotta save one for Justin though.
What was it? You know how Justin's been looking for that little baby art?
Yeah.
The Spirit I went to a couple weeks ago had the baby art.
Oh.
I didn't buy the shell.
Damn.
I left it on the shelf.
I've been looking for it too. I can't find it anywhere.
I texted Justin. I'm like, oh yeah, there was one on the shelf. I just left it there.
Just rubbing it in. Just rubbing it in. But I saw one.
What an asshole.
I saw one at my store, but I just wanted to let you know. It's still there.
I know, Ian, you said you normally have 2 around in your town?
Yes. Usually until this year. Now it's only 1 this year.
So I normally only have 1 in the county right beside me. This year we got 2. I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, hopefully I can get some more art shit. I need that tumbler.
I need the Spirit shirt this year that has art on it. Mine's been sold out since it opened.
I didn't even see that one. I want that one and the Bloody Disgusting TV ones.
I got the Bloody Disgusting one I got from Walmart. But I'm pretty sure it's about the same shirt. But yeah,
the only one I got was let me grab it real quick. It's this one.
Okay. Hell yeah. Yeah, that one's badass.
I'm definitely going to try to get more because, like, I wear 2Xs and it's hard to find a 2X. But let's see. The biggest thing, especially we're horror fans. What got you guys into horror?
Go ahead, Colby.
Scream, The Monster Squad, and all the black and white Universal Monster movies.
Never seen any of those. No, except Scream.
You never seen Monster Squad?
No.
Brother.
Add it to the list.
What about you, Ian?
So initially, when I was probably like 4 or 5, my one of my grandmothers lived in New York. I'm in Pennsylvania, so she lived in New York. So it would be like a once a year trip we would make. For whatever reason, she loved horror movies. It's like the one thing I remember about it, like one positive thing. So I was introduced to like the first ones I remember seeing as a child were like Hellraiser 2, The Fly and The Fly 2, like the most gnarly fucking body horror you can think of. That's the shit that I saw. So I was terrified, but like it stuck with me. And then I grew up super religious, so I wasn't able to watch, most of the horror movies growing up. But I did, I got into, or I was introduced to like shit like the Twilight Zone. Some of the more not as quote unquote horror, so not like overly bloody and gory and shit like that, but I was able to watch some stuff growing up. The Sixth Sense was one that is probably one of like the first like scary movies that I remember watching like in its entirety. And then once I was, old enough to get the fuck out of the house, then I just started going to the video store and just renting everything and just pretty much catching up on the past, 10, 15 years of everything that I missed out on. But that's where it started.
How much did cover art play a role in that, Ian?
So much. That's one thing I miss.
Mm-hmm.
Like I miss the experience of going to the video store, but I miss finding the covers, because there's nothing like that. Like just coming across like a DVD case that just looks fucking gnarly, and whether the movie is or not, like I don't know, that like just seeing that cover art, like there's nothing like that.
Yeah, that was a big thing that played a role for me as well. Like going to the Blockbuster and then looking at the cover art and then flipping it over, looking at like the stills on the back to see if I wanted to watch it or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's kind of sad. I never got to do any of that.
Yeah, that's fucking depressing, dude.
Yeah, that was how I came across a lot of like the indie like lower budget shit was just from the cover art.
Yep. Like those old 80s, early 90s B movies.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The only thing about like that, like I went to Blockbuster one time, and it was like the Christmas of like 2009, and I had like a deal, so I got like Transformers and like Fast and the Furious 4, and like G.I. Joe, the newest one. I'm like, it's like, of course, 9-year-old Dakota's like want that shit, so my parents got that. But we had a rental, like kind of like a little Blockbuster thing, like in our local grocery store.
Yeah.
And I always had that growing up. Nightmare on Elm Street, I didn't know nothing about Freddy Krueger at the time. The remake was released, and that cover and poster had me intrigued. So I rented it. I think it was out for like a couple of months. I rented it, watched it, scared the fuck out of me. And then I'm like, because after they were done, they were like rotate them out, like put them out like for $10 and like $5. And I bought it for $5. So I'm like, and that's sad because that's the first ever Nightmare on Elm Street movie I've actually watched. Like that was the first one. But besides that, the last thing that I want to talk about with you guys before we get off of here is rock music. Horror music. Damn. Horror movies have a lot of rock music in them. What is your guys' favorite band? Ian, I'm gonna let you go first.
My favorite bands. So I have three right now. I'll go all time is Blink-182. Not horror, but it's my all-time favorite band. And then the other two are Ice Nine Kills and Ghost.
Colby, what about for you?
My three favorite as well, I would say, is Darko US, Ice Nine Kills, and I would say Diamond Construct. Those are like my three go-to all the time. And I know Taylor's not here, but I know his answer would be Ice Nine Kills, Motionless in White. And
he loves them. We can't get him to stop listening to that stuff.
I think Ghost is his other one.
Yeah. Or Five Finger Death Punch.
I know he really likes Falling in Reverse as well.
Yeah, it's true. He's a huge fan. What about you, Dakota?
That 5-finger death punch blow.
Oh, on my video, Ian made the same fucking joke too.
Once you said that, I'm like, oh fuck, it's 5-finger death punch. I'm like, I love 5-finger death punch. I'm like, fuck.
5-finger butt punch. Trailer metal.
So my
Yep.
3 are Motionless and White. Sorry, Taylor.
I love Motionless.
Oh yes,
Same.
they're so good. Bad Omens.
Oh, I love Bad
Hell yeah.
Omens. Whew, makes me wet.
What the fuck? That was out of nowhere. I was not expecting you saying that. And let me think of the other. I'm gonna go with 5. I got a couple. 3 Days of Grace. Breaking Benjamin.
Okay.
And let me think of one more. I could go Linkin Park. I fucking love Linkin Park.
Can never go wrong with Linkin Park.
Right? Hell yeah.
But I think that is it for episode 1 of the Horror and Gore Horror Movie Podcast. I just want to say thank you, Colby and Ian, for being on the first episode.
Dude, I'm honored that you had us
Yeah.
on the first episode.
Yeah, man, for sure. Thanks.
I just wish Taylor was here.
We'll get
Taylor,
him
we
on.
need to get you on.
We'll
But
get
we
him
love
on.
you, buddy. But guys, go check out Ian's all his social medias. I will put them down below, and Colby's social medias. I will put them down below, and also I'll put down their podcast, House of Ghouls, which great, awesome podcast. I listen to it every week.
Appreciate that,
But-
brother.
Appreciate you, dude.
Oh no, real quick, right before we get off. Besides your guys' podcast, who's your favorite podcast of all time, horror wise? Because we're going to go into the hippie gold comment.
For me, I have to say the Horror Junkies or Dark Screen Society.
Yeah, mine's Horror Junkies. I fucking love them. Like I listened to it to a few, like four or five different like of our friends. So I don't want to like just pick one, but if I had to pick one, it would be Horror Junkies.
I have never listened to theirs, but I've listened to Dark Screen. Yours and your guys' is in Dark Screen is like a daily routine every Monday.
Ours Horror Junkies is very similar to us. Well, we're very similar to them. We're not completely unhinged. We're like just a little unhinged, and they're like kind of the same way. They still make a lot of jokes and shit, but they're very, very intelligent with things they have to say.
Okay, therefore I have to check them out. But thank you guys so much again for being on. So guys, if you guys are new here, welcome to episode 1 of Horror and Gore Podcast. I'm Dakota, your host. So if you guys are watching the video version, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification to be updated on when I post every new episode, and also reels that we're gonna have highlights of. And also follow my social medias down below, which I'll be on TikTok, Instagram, and also of course YouTube. And if you guys are listening to I don't know if I'm gonna do video or audio because of fucking Taylor probably will comment something about that. But if wherever, leave me a rating on Apple or Spotify and follow the podcast. But guys, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next week.